Len has come to Paris on the final stage of his journey to uncover what happened to Joseph Sosnowski after he arrived in Portsmouth in 1834. It's here that the detailed records of the Poles who emigrated after the uprising are kept. Len is here to meet an expert on Polish emigration, Dr. Krzysztof Marklowicz.
So my great-great-grandfather, Joseph Sosnowski, he's landed in Portsmouth. There he is, but I know nothing from there on. That's where the trail goes cold.
Okay, you've learned so far that Joseph Sosnowski was a very brave man.
Yeah.
He was also very, very active in political terms. And all of this started in Portsmouth in 1835. Right. He became a member of Polish Democratic Society. That's the membership list from March 1835.
Right.
And it was one of the most important organizations of the Great Emigration after the November Uprising.
The Polish Democratic Society in Portsmouth was formed by Joseph and the other soldiers who'd arrived on the ship, the Marianne. The society campaigned to persuade Britain and other European nations to back military action to reinstate an independent Poland.
So it would appear that he's really proud to be Polish and he wants Poland back, whether it's through fighting or through a political end, that's what he wants to do.
That's right. Then we have a small gap in the documents. He certainly moved to London.
Right.
To eastern London, to be more precise. That was the part of London where usually emigrants settle in 19th century. He married in London in 1841. So this is the period in his biography when he's less politically active at that time.
Yeah.
Family.
Well, he's got married, I suppose.
Children, that's right.
Kids coming along. Have we any idea how many children?
Well, we know that he had a big family and he had at least 9 children.
Oh, right, so, blimey, no wonder he had to stop his political workings for a while to bring them up.
But he revived his activity in 1860s. He became a member of the Federation of Polish Emigration. And you can see his name on the list of members.
The Federation of Polish Immigration was a group of exiled Poles living in London. Joseph joined the group in the 1860s, and their main goal was to bring about an independent Poland. Although there was sympathy for the group among ordinary citizens, governments across Europe gave them little support. The London branch that Joseph belonged to became affiliated to communist organizations in the city.
What is interesting is the fact that the London branch of the Federation of Polish Immigration was affiliated to the First International, in which Karl Marx played a pivotal role.
So Karl Marx was a part of this organisation that Joseph was in?
That's right, and Joseph Sosnowski knew Marx personally at that time.
Well, you've got to say, Joseph Sosnowski, my great-great-grandfather, did have a fantastic life, eh? You know, from probably being a farmer and joining the army and chucked into Prussia, moved into Portsmouth and then on to London. It's just an incredible, incredible story.
That's right.
And the underlying thing is he was so supportive of Poland, whether it was fighting for the country physically or politically, he was going to try and see that Poland was restored.
Patriotic.
He was a patriot, that's for sure.
Joseph Sosnowski died in 1895 at the age of 91. He never went back to Poland and passed away before it was able to regain its independence in 1918. Len has now returned to Bethnal Green, where his grandparents Albert and Louisa lived their whole lives.
I feel no different, I look no different, I am no different. And yet, I'm not what I thought I was. I thought I was truly an Anglo-Saxon, English through and through. Part of the East End for generations and generations. But no, I'm a hodgepodge a bit of this, a bit of that. And it's incredible how quickly the blood of your forefathers dilutes. My gateway into my past is via my grandparents, Albert Eldridge and Louisa Sosnowski, my nan and my granddad. And if ever there was an East End family, a Cockney family, it's them. They were typical. And I just wish they were both still alive so I could tell my nan about Joseph Sosnowski and my granddad about the weavers and the great forebearers that he had. I don't know if I've inherited any traits from my ancestors. I hope somewhere in me is a little bit of the braveness of Joseph Sosnowski, and I hope there's a little bit of the hard work from the Eldridges. But I know that when it's my turn to go and I pass the baton on to my son James, I hope he's proud, as I am, of his forefathers.